Hello everybody, hope you're well. I'd like to take you through a signature facial lift at home by FaceByLouise. So in this treatment I have designed it to make it really easy for you to do at home. I'm going to guide you through it step by step. What I'd like you to do, if you can set and prep your area up just so you create that well-being and that ambience so it can take you back into the salon. I've just popped a candle on in the background and I've got my little diffuser just to get you that nice essence and aroma, which is going to help to promote some sort of well-being and relaxation. I've just got myself a hand towel as well, so I don't know if you've got tissues at home you're going to use to dry your skin, or you can use a hand towel. So I've got my hand towel ready. I've given my hands a really good squeaky clean so they're ready so I can be able to touch my skin. I've got myself a bowl of warm water ready to do the treatment. Also, I've got myself a little basket with all my little facial products in there, so I'm organised. I've got my stall set out and ready. So what I'd like you to do, if you can take some cleanser into the palms of your hand. I normally take about a 50p piece worth of cleanser. So if you can get cleanser ready in the palms of your hand, we're going to apply it side to side across the décolleté, up the neck, onto the chin, onto the jawline, onto the cheeks, onto the nose and onto the forehead, and press back at the temples. So we've applied your cleansing product. We're now going to use circular rotations just to help to absorb any impurities off the skin. It's really good for pollution as well, so we're cleaning the skin thoroughly, so the skin's going to be nice and fresh. So all I need you to do is work with me. So we're going to do nice big circular movements using the palms of our hands. We're going to glide up the neck, circular movements. I normally work on doing the movements about 2 or 3 times. And then you glide onto the chin, circular movements. If you can work quite deeply around the chin area, it's really good for any congestion like blackheads and impurities. The sides of the lips, over the top of the lip line, along the mandible, which is like your jawline, long sweeping movements, up the cheeks, coming onto the cheeks, upper cheeks, onto the nose. Really give the nose a good cleaning. So we could really work circular rotations just around the corners of the nose here. It does help with blackheads and congestion on the skin. We're then going to work side by side, just on the forehead, long stroking movements across, and then just finish with the pressure at the temples. So that's cleanse 1. I'd like you to remove your cleanser off your skin. So I'm using, like we use in the salon, hot mitts. So if you can glide over with a flannel across the chest, up the neck, on the chin, up the cheeks, up the nose, and onto the forehead and press. So that's cleanse 1. We're now going to do another cleanse. So we're going to do a deeper cleanse. So if you can take, again, some cleansing to your hands, rotations on the décolleté. Again, if you're suffering with any congestion here in the middle, sometimes we can get a few little spots and blemishes. Sometimes I get a few little pimples on there. So it's really good for loosening off any congestion on the chest as well. Working up the neck, nice rotations, onto the chin, along the jawline, around the mouth, on the cheeks, on the nose, again around the sides of the nose, and then back onto the forehead. You can do like a little scissor technique just across the forehead like that. It's quite invigorating. Feels quite nice as well. You've got all your pressure points on there, and then just finish off at the temples. So we call that a deeper cleanse. So like you do your hair, you normally do a double shampoo. It's very similar. We want to give the skin a really good squeaky clean, so you'll feel revitalised, fresh. The skin has got neutralised all the debris, any makeup, any congestion. It's just nice and clean. So yeah, a double cleanse is definitely better. Just removing the cleanser off the skin. Lovely. So once we've done a nice double cleanse, you're going to blot the skin dry. Again, if you want to use tissues or a towel, whichever you prefer to use. Okay, so once the skin's nice and clean, it's ready for the magical facial lift. So I'm going to apply some oil into my hands. I'm going to again apply it to the face, and we're going to work some lovely lifting techniques for the face. So you're going to get a really good facial lift. So we're going to start off on the décolleté, on the neck. You've got a lot of lymph nodes on the neck, so we want to be draining. We want to be doing some lymphatic drainage, because massage is fabulous, as you all know. I love my facial massage. For me, massage is the best for keeping the skin younger. What massage actually does, it stimulates all the circulation to the skin. It gets rid of all the toxins and puffiness into the lymphatic system. So if you're suffering with any bloatedness, any toxins around the eyes like puffiness, it's fabulous. So we can really stimulate the skin with massage. Also, if you're wanting to lift and firm the skin, it's fabulous, because for me, it's like an energy to the skin. It's like a workout. It stimulates the muscles. And to be honest, I just feel like you get a really good lift. You can see it instantly. So yeah, we're going to really work the muscles. So we're going to almost like a workout for the muscles at home. Also, it's really good for like giving you a healthy, dewy glow. And there's nothing better than a skin to look healthy and dewy and fresh. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to put some oil into my hands. It doesn't matter what oil you use. I would normally recommend a plant-based oil, just so then you know all the nutrients are going to feed the skin. So I'm going to use my facial oil. So if you can apply a good amount of facial oil, because you don't want to be dragging the skin. You want a nice glide on the skin. So I'm going to apply a lovely amount of the oil, ready to apply. So what I'd like you to do is go across the décolleté, just up the neck, along the jawline of the cheek, on the chin, just over the lip line, on the cheeks, upper and lower cheeks, and then onto the forehead, and just a little bit of a pressure at the temples. So what I'd like you to do, I'm going to start off with a real long sweeping technique over the décolleté with both hands, side to side. That's it. And normally go across, if you can, maybe 3 or 5 times across, and just alternate the palms of your hand. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. And coming along, we're going to go up the neck with one palm of our hand and come back down and press up the neck and press back down onto the top of the shoulder. You can repeat that movement 3 times. So we're going to go up the neck and press down. We're going to come across with the other hand. We're going to go up the neck, come down and press down onto the shoulder, come up and press down onto the shoulder. So again, that's fabulous for all lymphatic drainage, because you've got all your lymph nodes. So we're going to pump up the neck and press just back on the shoulder. Bringing both back hands on to the baseline of the neck, just around where the clavicle bone is. We're going to glide up both hands to the back of the neck and just pull. Slight little bit of pressure with both hands like that, flat onto the back of your neck, and just do a little bit of a pressure and hold for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come back down onto the top of the shoulders and back up and repeat that movement. So a little bit of a pull, just to release any pressure just at the back of the head. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back down onto the top of the shoulders, back up and lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So again, you're releasing any pressure points just on the back of the hairline. We're going to bring our hands back on. We're going to glide back up the neck with one hand, come back down, glide back up and come back down. We're going to repeat that movement up the other side of the neck and come back down. So you're really stimulating the muscles in the neck, because with aging, the neck can sometimes get dehydrated and lose firmness. So we're really stimulating the collagen and plumping the neck area. So once you've worked on the neck, we've done a nice lift around the back of the neck. We're going to come back down and we're just going to do some pressure just on the trapezius, because I know sometimes we can hold a lot of tension here and a lot of stress. So if you can hold the middle finger, your index finger and your fourth finger, and just press onto the shoulders. We're going to do a nice press, and that just works on the trapezius muscle. Okay. Going to press just on the trapezius muscle, then we're going to glide down and just press onto the trapezius muscle. So you can repeat that movement 3 or 4 times, and that'll just help to relax the tension in the trapezius. Then we're going to glide our hands up onto our face, both of our hands. We're going to come under the chin, rest our fingers on the chin, and we're going to glide out all along the mandible, up to the ears, and press. If you can use that pad of your hand when you're gliding, and then you can get a nice sweeping lift. Now that'll help with all contouring and shaping around the jawline, the jowls. So we're going to bring both our hands on, drain back and lift. Come back on, drain along, hold back and lift. Now you normally want to be doing that movement, if you can, 3 to 5 times. So all along the mandible, lift and drain to the ears and press and hold for 5. So once you've repeated that movement 3 or 5 times, whatever you feel comfortable with, we're going to come back onto the chin with our fingers, as you can see, our 3 fingers, and we're going to lift and hold. We're going to lift and hold just on the corner of the lip, and that'll keep the lip nice and firm. So we want to be coming on with our pads of our fingers, and we want to lift and hold. So again, we're giving a nice lift to the lip line. So we want to be coming on and lift. Coming on and lift. Now you want to be repeating that again 3 or 5 times just to get you that nice lift on the lip line. We're now going to come onto the cheeks. We're going to do side to side hand lift. We call it this our hand rotation hand lift, and this helps with lifting the cheek area, so we get a nice lift on the cheeks. So we're going to do side to side hands up the face. So you're normally looking at doing at least 5 lifts with both hands. Come to the other side, lift. Okay, and then we're going to come back onto the face. Now we're going to work around the nasal lines here. So what we're going to do, we're going to bring our index finger and our ring finger, and we're going to come up the face and press. Come up the face on the nasal lines and press. Come up the nasal lines and press. Come up the nasal lines and press. Okay, keeping our middle finger and our ring finger on the face, we're going to glide right underneath that cheekbone and lift outwards all the way along to our ears. We're going to try and repeat that movement 5 times, and if you can see now, you're getting that real high contour and that definition to the face and the cheeks. So like we did along the mandible, we're going to repeat that just along the cheeks. So we've got a nice lift. So if you can, try and do that movement at least 3 to 5 times, just pulling back all the way to the ears and press for 5. So what we've done, we've worked all along the décolleté, up the neck. We've done some pressure at the back of the trapezius muscle for any tension. We've done a nice lift on the lip area. We've worked all along the jowls, so we've got some tightening going on here. We worked around the nasal lines, and then we've worked along the cheeks, and then a full cheek and face lift along there. So as you can see, we've worked all that part of your face. We're now going to come up with our ring finger and our middle finger, and we're going to press just onto the third eye, which is in the middle of the forehead, and that feels amazing. It's really good for like stress, tension, relaxation. So if you can try and hold that movement for 5 seconds, just on that area, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that'll really help with relaxation. We're going to glide. If you can turn your 2 fingers onto the side, and we're going to drain all along the brow line. That's the archway of the eye. We call that the brow lift. So if you can work all along there and drain outwards to the temples. So all the way across and drain out towards the temples. So again, you want to be doing that drain and lift movement along the brow line at least 3 to 5 times all the way along the eye. Okay, now we're going to work under the eye. That'll help to release any puffiness, any dark circles. So what I'd like you to do is press your middle finger and your ring finger just on the inside of the nose for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then press just under the eye, but nice and gentle. Just do a nice pressure point just under the eye, and hold that for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then drain outwards, just underneath the eye. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then come out to the corner of the eye to the temples and just press and hold for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to come back in and we're going to repeat the movement just on the inside of the nose. Then again, we're going to glide under the eye and hold that for 5 seconds. And then we're going to drain out to the corner of the eye, and we're going to repeat that movement. If you can, you want to repeating that movement at least 3 to 5 times around the eyes, but just be careful with pressure. Just try and sort of like be gentle if you can when you're working just underneath the eye. And then we're just going to finish off at the temples, and we're going to do a temple rotation. Again, that is fabulous for relaxation. So if you can just close your eyes, take a nice deep breath in, and then just relax at the temples. Okay, now we're going to do the crow's feet. So if you can come to the side of the eyes, I normally put my ring finger and my middle finger just diagonal like that, and I put my 2 hands on my 2 fingers just resting, so they're like your resting ones, and then the other 2 are the moving ones, and we're just going to move and pull. We're going to move and pull, and we're almost doing a stretch. So we're working the crow's feet. So like we do in the Casey facial, a little bit like that, where we do a little bit of a stretch and pull. So we're helping to tighten and exercise the muscles just on the corner of the eye and above the eye. So when you're draining, if you can slightly move around the top of the eyebrow to the archway and just lift, and you'll get that lovely lift on the eye. So you can see you're coming round, hold, and come round and drain. Lovely. So you're getting that nice lift around the eyes. Okay, coming back onto the forehead, we're going to work on the forehead, and we're going to do pressure points up the forehead. So if you can hold your 2, if you can see, my 2 fingers are on there ready. So if you can hold and press, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then the middle of the forehead, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then up to the top of the hairline and press, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That feels lovely just there, just on the top of the hairline. It's again another pressure point, so it feels quite soothing. So if you can drain back down, and we want to be repeating that movement either 3 to 5 times, working up and holding it for 5 seconds. And then we're going to drain our hands and lift, drain and lift, drain and lift. So we're lifting all the forehead. So if you've got any little expression lines on the forehead, So we're going to help to exercise the muscles there and plump the forehead out. Okay, and it feels really soothing, does that? I love the forehead movements. They feel really, really lovely. Okay, and then we're just going to finish back off on the temples and press and hold for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that is the magical lift from Face by Louise. I hope you've all enjoyed it. And if you've got any questions you'd like to ask me, please don't hesitate to contact me on email or on text, or you can even give me a call, whatever you feel comfortable in doing. And yeah, if you could please, at the end of the video, if you like the video and it's been useful, just press subscribe. Thanks for listening, and I will look forward to seeing you all soon. Thank you.